Hello and welcome to Choral Kaleidoscope. I'm your host, Janelle Dill, and today I'm going to be talking about Lavendaria. You're probably wondering, why did you call it Lavendaria? What does it mean even? Well, Lavendaria is a diary for the epilepsy advocate. And today's poem is one that's very personal to me called Mozart Effect. Mozart's music comes from Graham's piano, tuned in the key of G, golden toned and warm in my ears, buzzing in brilliant beauty. Arcs of prisms bounce on clouds. I feel transported off the ground. I close my eyes, enter another realm, full of joyous voices ringing. Graham finishes the last chord. I awaken from my reverie. The vision disappears. A bird on the wind. I smile when Graham enters the room. Another gift to share. The music floating on air. As we sit for a cup of tea. You've probably heard of, if you are familiar with the disabled community, especially if you're in the epilepsy community, you may have heard of the Mozart effect, where people are affected by the music of Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart and how it affects the brain, usually stimulating it in a very positive effect, helping people relax and find comfort, and stimulating it in more positive ways than thought possible, specifically within the epilepsy realm. And when I think of Mozart's music, I think the first thing that comes to my mind is my Grammy, because she was classically trained and Mozart was one of her favorite composers of all time. And I can remember her playing Mozart during piano lessons with her students. And it was the most relaxing, wonderful, synesthetic experience of my life. When I closed my eyes and listened to it, I could see so many different colors in my mind. It was warm and birds were flying in the air, and I could just go on the ocean, and it was so calming. And I was by the beach with the birds and floating on a raft. It was so relaxing, and the sun was setting, and that's what I think of when I hear Mozart and my grandmother playing it. She tried to teach me piano once, but it didn't work out because she wanted to feed me and let me learn some of her baking recipes. And I only got through the finger exercises. So Mozart was kind of one of our special connections, because she'd play Mozart. And she asked me if I'd liked it. I said, yeah, I love listening to you playing Mozart. And I got to appreciate a lot of classical music, and then eventually I got to be part of a symphony choir. And another one of her favorite composers, Handel's Messiah. She loved Handel's Messiah as well. And I got to deeply appreciate classical music. And I still do. It helps me relax when I'm not feeling well, or when I'm having a seizure. It's one thing I listen to that helps me feel better. And the whole book of Lavendaria is me just writing about my epilepsy journey and talking about different things of my life at the time as I was going through them, or just reflecting on them as best I could. So Lavendaria was really fun to write and share with people. If you've enjoyed me talking about my work and you're hungry for more, please subscribe to my channel. Or, even better, you can become an ally on Patreon. www.patreon.com/epivision. That's EPIVISION. For as little as $3 a month, you will receive some pretty cool items such as stickers, newsletters, the latest information on work I'm doing, and sneak peeks into some of my projects. If you want to see some more of my work, then be sure to check out my WordPress page, www.plasmnetic, that's plasmnetic.wordpress.com. And you can check out all of my poetry, reflections, pictures. You can get links to my Lulu and Amazon. You can find links to my Lulu and Amazon to purchase my books. And you can also see what I'm up to on that page as well. Stay tuned for another episode of my program. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope you'll stay tuned for more.